Hello, my name is Bob Cooper, and I am a student at Colorado Christian University. The purpose of this video is to give a lesson in preparation for success in school. I've been a student for the last 6 months, and the study habits is very good, but it's something that you have to work on, be diligent of, and be consistent. As two people who I'm quoting says, one, the Apostle Paul to Timothy says in 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15, study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not be ashamed. And the second one is a historian, a philosopher, and his name was Benjamin Franklin. And what he said was, over 200 years, in failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. This is something that I think is very important to any student and any workman. What you have to do is you have to study in order to have a good job. You have to study to be a workman. You have to study to get a paycheck. These are things that you have to do in life, in school, and everywhere you want to go. So, since this is a success story for students, what we will need to do is you need to have, one, a quiet, nice, comfortable place to study. That's the first thing you have to do, is pick out a place to study, whether it be a kitchen or a den or just somewhere in your basement. Some place to study that's comfortable and quiet. Within that space, you have to have either a desk or a table and a comfortable chair. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go now into my study area. And this is a place that I feel comfortable in. I can be myself in. I can just relax. And the first thing that you have to know about studying is to have a right frame of mind. First you have to clear all of the stuff out of your mind from the daily activities, from if you have a family, you got to get the kids out of your mind. You got to make sure that you're in the right frame of mind to study. Second thing you have to do is, once you get your place to study, is you have to have the proper equipment. And by proper equipment, in the case of studying for a test or studying for homework or just studying your lessons, you have to have your computer, your books, clean paper, and reference material, as well as your outline for what you're going to study today. Another thing I've noticed, or that I have taken into my thing, is a clock. I say I want to study an hour. Well, before I had the habit of studying an hour, I needed to check for an hour. And that would mean sometimes I'd look at the clock and it would only be 30 minutes, and sometimes it would be an hour and a half. But you need a clock just to make sure that you have that hour to study. As far as your family, make sure you tell them, this is my time to study. Bribe them, coax them, promise them anything, but let them give you 1 hour to study. Your husband, all those other things, I think he will appreciate that time. Now, studying habits. After you get your paper and you get your pens and you get all these things together, now the first thing I do is I look at my Bible and I pray. I pray God give me the wisdom, the knowledge, the patience, and understanding. These are all things you have to study. And I think if you pray, a calmness will come over you. You'll get these things. You'll get the diligence to pray. You'll get the diligence to work. You'll get the diligence to study. But you have to do that first. Then you have to have your reference materials and your outline of what you want to study that day or that session. I'm going to give you a number of things to help you if you want to do other reading about studying. And one of them, if you take a pencil piece of paper, you can take down www.brandyquotes.com/quotes/B/Benjamin FR 138217.html. This is basically just all the quotes of Benjamin Franklin. And I think you will find some very interesting ones about studying as well as just in life purpose. The second one, and this is a really good one, it was www.academictips. That's academictips.org. This, if you're in the freshman or if you're halfway through, these are tips that will make you a better student and a better person. And what they do is they will tell you how to relax. They will tell you what you need to study, or you could just come back to this video again and see the preparation that I have. As your computer, when your computer is up, you also have to make sure that all of the applications that you need to study is on your desktop, whether it be Word or PowerPoint or just the internet for some kind of references. But you make sure that's correct, and at that particular point in time, you're all set to go. Another hint or tip: don't eat while you're studying. That makes you kind of relaxed, that makes you kind of too relaxed. That you aren't thinking about studying, you're thinking about eating, filling up, those kind of things. So what you do is you might want to take a 10-minute snack break. So every half hour, 45 minutes, you just take 10 minutes to snack. Get an apple, get an orange, something with fruit. Second thing you want to do is every desk should have a bottle of water. Excuse me. Water is the energy drink that you would have to have. Talking is a very thirsty job, and studying is a very thirsty job. If you just write or type, at some point in time you're going to think, I'm thirsty. Keep a bottle of water handy. So, what have we learned? We've learned, 1, find a comfortable, well-lit place to study. 2, within that well-lit place, you will need your computer, you will need your pens and paper, reference books, lesson outline, and your Bible. At that point, you take a deep breath, and you sigh, you say, I'm ready to go. I'm all psyched up, and I'm ready to go. My mind is clear, nothing is on it except my lesson. If you do that every time you study, you will find that it will not only be thinking about it, but it will be a habit. It will be a habit that you will have. It will be something that you will do every day. Or, in my case, I keep it there. But what I don't do is, if you have this place to study, this is a study hall. So you don't want to have magazines, toys. You don't want to have any of that stuff in there because it's a distraction. And you want to clear all distractions beforehand. So get rid of all the distractions and get to work. This is Bob Cooper. I want to thank you and have a good day.